Stampers, it's Eleanor McGarry, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada. And in this video, I'm going to be using this stamp set called Well Defined. It features different words and a very playful definition for each. This is a greeting only stamp set, so you would more than likely need to pair it up with other stamped images from other stamp sets, and it would also lend itself beautifully for scrapbooking. And I will be scrapbooking using this set in the new year once I've had my Christmas pictures all done. This is the card that I'm going to be making, as well as the greeting here from the set. I also used the snowflake, which is from a package called Wonderful Snowflakes, and it has 24 iridescent snowflakes. I don't know if you can see the sheen, but it's beautiful and great for incorporating into scrapbooks and cards, as I did here, as well as in tags. I'm going to show you how to make this card step by step. Let's get going. We're going to start with our card, which is just your A2 size base card, which is 5.5 in height inches and 4 1/4 across. And we're going to stamp the bottom first using white pigment ink, Whisper White pigment ink. And the two stamps that I use are from two different stamp sets. So I use this stamp from the Merry Snowflakes stamp set. That's this here. And then this little star here I got from the Stars Are Shining stamp set, and it's that one. So we're going to randomly stamp them on the blue. Let's bring in some scrap paper and just stamp our snowflakes. And then I've gone ahead and embossed the top using this snowflake die, which is part of the Wintry 3D embossing folders, where you get 2 embossing folders in the set. You get a pine needle one and this snowflake one. So let's go ahead and just glue that to the top of our card. And then I'm going to go ahead. I also did this ahead of time already. This is Garden Green that I went ahead and embossed with another 3D embossing folder. So let's go ahead and glue that down. And I'm just going to go ahead and add the glue to my card. Now you'll see that this strip of green is longer or wider than what I need, but that's okay because I'm going to cut everything at the very end so that it's straight along here. And then of course the snowflake, this snowflake here, that is from the Merry Snowflakes cutouts that you get. They're iridescent foil. I don't know if you can see, but they're just gorgeous. So that I just will go ahead and put glue on there. Sometimes I put the glue on the cardstock and sometimes I put on the actual snowflake, but let's go ahead and add that there. Now, the stars that I used here, those are actually punched out of the Starlit Punch. And the Starlit Punch, as you know, it comes in the bundle with the Stars Are Shining stamp set. And if you buy these together, you do save 10%. But I use this star and the little tiny star there. And I added 1 star to the center of the snowflake and 2 stars just randomly on the card. So let's go ahead and add glue on there. The greeting is the winter greeting from the actual stamp set, and here it is. I've already done it. I use this die from the stitch rectangles, the rectangle stitch dies. They come in a set like that. And if you look at my video, link is right above there. I show you in that video how to use these dies to create any size that you want to fit your greeting. Because as you can tell, that's way too big, but I manipulated it in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine to create the size that I want. So we're going to go ahead and just add this now to our card using Stampin' Dimensionals. And my the last thing that I did was I added a pearl in the middle of that star, like that. And there you have your finished card. Now I have other cards that I made that I shall share with you. So here are some other cards that I made using the Well Said stamp set. These are 2 that are the exact same layout. As you can tell, I just used different color combinations for each one. So this one I have Real Red, Evening Evergreen, and in this one I have Evening Evergreen and Soft Suede as my colors. These pattern papers here are from the Painted Christmas set, or Designer Series pattern paper. Those are the 2 that I used. That one on the top and this one on the top. I did distress it a little bit with crumb cake and a Stampin' Blend. You can tell how mine is a little bit more distressed with that tinge of crumb cake as opposed to the stark white of the pattern paper. I like to distress my papers a lot. But this is a beautiful Designer Series paper set. Look at all the beautiful, gorgeous designs you get, all Christmas themed. And if you happen to have some left over and Christmas is over, the best thing about Stampin' Up! Papers is you turn them around and you can use the back side for generic all occasion cards. So these are your cards that I made using the well-defined stamp set, and these images here, that is from the Forever Fern. I use this and this right there, and I just cut them out, stamp them and cut them with the matching dies, because this set does come with matching dies. And then I just glued them underneath my greeting so that they were peeking out from underneath. Then I did this card as well. So the colors that I used were Flirty Flamingo, Night of Navy, and this is soft sea foam, as well as the cardstock is soft sea foam. The flowers are from the All Things Fabulous stamp set. I just stamped them and cut them out in this using the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this here is another 3D embossing folder in a set called Checks and Dots. So here are all the cards that I made using the Well Said stamp set. I love this stamp set. There it is. And here are your cards. Let's just get that out of the way so you can see them. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're going to try out these techniques. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please do so. The subscribe button is in the bottom right hand side. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy stamping!